Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Nikki, and today we're going to be doing my super glam glowy skin routine. Literally feel like summer, like I could just take me to Miami, you know? But the highlight is poppin'. My skin is super glowy in like a very matte sense of the word because like I do a matte base because like my skin is oily. I cannot not set my foundation, but this product is going to be like a staple here and then just leaves my skin feeling so good. You guys, like, you need to check out this video. It is full proof. This makeup will last you all day and you will look glowy all day long. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I've already had my skin moisturized, but it's been moisturized for a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with the e.l.f. Lit From Within primer, but I like this primer because it's like a dewy sort of primer, but it's not, it doesn't leave my skin feeling oily, and it feels like a lotion, kind of, almost. So now that that is worked into the skin, I'm actually going to go ahead and start with my skin today. Okay, so I know that I filmed a review on this foundation already, but I actually used it again yesterday. And so this is my third day in a row wearing it, and I think I like it. Like, I don't know, I didn't think I would. But this is the Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. Okay, so since this tutorial is going to be on how to get really glowy skin, I'm going to take my palette here, and I'm going to put like 2.5-ish pumps of the Fresh Wear Foundation. By the way, I'm using the shade 425 in that foundation. And then I'm going to go with the Revolution, Makeup Revolution, what are they called? Liquid highlighting drops. They're in the shade Champagne. I don't like applying these before my foundation because I find that if I apply them before, normally my foundation is so full coverage that it covers it right up and then, you know, it is no more. But I like to just mix this in with my finger because I don't like wasting the product on a brush. And since I apply things with my beauty blender, I never see a point in doing that. So, and today I'm going in with the Wet n Wild sponge. I like this sponge because it's really soft, and so it leaves like the makeup application really dewy because it, you know, has a good amount of like, it holds a lot of water. I think part of the reason that the first time I wore this foundation it creased up on me was because I applied too much, and like I feel like that was a mistake on my part, but I had never used it before, so I'm also just dragging it around this area so that I can make sure that it blends in seamlessly with my neck. And normally I would drag it to the bottom of my chin, but I still have this scar and I really don't like putting product on it. Because like in my mind I just feel like it's still healing and I shouldn't. Plus I'm applying Mederma cream on it like pretty regularly, so that is a scar cream, by the way. So you can see that this foundation doesn't like cover everything up. You can still see my freckles. Okay, so because normally 2 pumps is pretty good for me with this foundation, but I think because I added the liquid illuminator, it added some product, so I didn't need to use all of it. So I have some left, but I probably won't use it. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with concealer. I'm going to be going in with 2 concealers today, the Tarte Shape Tape and the Infallible one. Tarte has a little bit of a, like the color is a little bit warmer, so I'm applying it along my nose to just kind of highlight, and then lower on my cheek area. And then the Infallible one, I'm applying it closer to my eye. You can see it's just like a shade or 2 lighter. And then for baking, I'm going to use the Peach Perfect powder. And I'm actually doing one eye at a time because with the L'Oreal Infallible concealer, it dries really fast, much faster than Tarte Shape Tape. So that is something to keep in mind with this concealer. Also, when I am applying concealer, I always make sure to have my powder and my puff ready to go, so that as soon as I'm done blending one side, I can go ahead and bake it immediately. Whatever I have left over, I apply to my forehead. This is why I don't apply to my forehead right away, because I know that normally I have leftover product. So I pretty much always like to bake under my eyes, because I like to start with a matte finish, and then like if I want to add dewiness, I will add it after the fact. Also, like, I got a lot of creasing in this area and the sides of my nose and under my eyes, and so like for me, I have to bake a little bit and set everything else in place. However, I will set lighter around my face, so I won't go with a heavy powder. Today I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild banana powder, which is pretty good. They also have a translucent one. And I will take a fluffy brush and just tap off the excess and just lightly set my face. So I have to do that because like I will get oily, so it just kind of comes with the territory. Okay, so I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera while my eyes were baking. So next I'm going to go ahead and bronze up the face, and I want to use a really warm bronzer. But I like to start bronzing my face first with something a little bit more like on the cooler, less warm side. And I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and just a duo fiber brush. Also make sure that even if you have a small forehead, because I don't think that my forehead is very big, make sure that you at least bronze it up a little bit, because it will make your face look like symmetrical, and it'll look weird if you only bronze your cheeks, which I used to only do. Like when I first started doing makeup, I would only bronze my cheeks. So this is kind of like my all over kind of bronze, and then with this bronzer I also contour my nose. And I like powder contour on a day-to-day basis because it's just less intense and I think it looks a little bit more natural. I use a synthetic brush, and I also make sure to, you know, kind of do it with a lighter hand so that I don't like rub off any foundation that is there. And then, so I'm going to go in with a warmer bronzer. Today I'm going to be using the Alexis Ren / ColourPop collaboration, because this is a super like terracotta kind of bronzer. I really love that like super warm, you know, really tan looking. Even though my skin isn't super tan, I really like a good bronzer because I feel like it warms up the skin. It makes it look as if you are more bronzed and tanner than you are. And so finally, I know this is a lot, but I'm going to go in with this bronzer, which is warmer than the rest of them, or maybe close to the Alexis Ren one, but maybe just a little bit deeper. I'm really going to place that one right here. Just on the very back part of my cheekbones. If you want a really snatched contour, you can take a powder puff or a little cube and just kind of clean up the bottom with whatever's on your sponge. Or you can even dip into more powder. I don't really love doing this anymore. I used to like it. But if I ever do it, I just dust away immediately. So then this is a really like a big part of like what I think I do when I do glowy skin. This is the Hard Candy bronzer in the shade Heatwave. Mine broke. This is like the second one. And it broke. Also, you could do this with a like really gold highlighter, or also ColourPop has these like shimmery bronzers. So I'm going to dip into this one to kind of show you guys. And it's kind of like, also I'm using this e.l.f. brush in the number 107. It's like a super light brush, kind of like to dust. And you can see it gives like a really, really subtle glow, but I like it between my blush, between my highlight, and between my bronzer. I think it like is just like a really nice, especially on the forehead between the bronzer that we've applied, just kind of like dusting it. So this is the ColourPop one, and over it I'm going to show you guys the I'm going in super lightly. Like, I'm not scrubbing my brush in there super hard. I'm just kind of going in messy. And this creates like a really, really subtle, like, je ne sais quoi to the skin. And then this one has a little bit of like a highlighter mixed in. Same thing. This one's a little bit more intense in my opinion, because the brush will pick up more product. The other one's more intense if you go in with a more dense brush. It's just like the nature of the product. But as you can see, I'm like super bronzy in the perimeter, and I really like it. That's a little trick that I do. So then I would go in with highlight. I'm gonna do my nose real quick. Just, my biggest trick is to take your wet sponge, like mine is still pretty wet, I'm sure if I squeezed it some water would come out. But I'm just going to press it on my nose. And I'm going to take these two shades. This is the BH Cosmetics palette. And I'm just going in with a little on my nose and then kind of dusting it away. And then I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild highlighting highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. I do this all the time. Honestly, I feel like by now you guys probably know my highlighting routine. That's like the one thing that I'll use different products for the most part, but this one stays the same. I love this product. And it's really intense by itself. Like, I didn't wet my skin. Here, I'll do it. Also, I'm going in with a bigger brush, a bigger highlighting brush, but it is super intense. However, if you wet the skin first and give it something to stick to, number one, it stays on longer and it turns out more intense. And this color, because it's kind of like a rosy gold, I like to bring to my cheeks. That way when I apply my blush and when I smile in photos like right here, you'd be able to see it. I know that especially like makeup artists specifically really only like to do highlight in a very like thin motion, but I kind of like everything. I personally, like, it's a personal thing. I like makeup, especially highlight, to kind of fade together, have like a nice way to like blend together. And so this is what I use this one for, and then I'll go in with a more intense highlight, just, you know, more precise. So then I'm gonna go in with I have a few different highlights that I really love right now that are pretty intense, but I'm going to go in with the Anastasia one. And instead of going in with a brush, normally I would use my Morphe Y14 brush, which is basically a more precise version of this one, which is the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro brush in the number 18. See, this one's a little bit wider and this one's a little bit more precise. I'm going to go in with my sponge and just pick up on the tip. You can kind of barely see the product. This will give you the most intense highlight, and this is what I mean by having it be more precise. Like, I'm only applying just on the tips. So super intense, as you guys can tell. Then a few different blushes I really like. This is the Milani Luminoso blush. So beautiful. It's a little bit less intense than this one, but I'm probably going to show you both today. This one is the Copacabana blush, which they do sell individually, I believe, from Physicians Formula. So I'm going to take my Y4 blush brush from Morphe, and first I like to pack the color onto my cheek, like in the apples of my cheek. This blush also is very glowy, a little bit deeper though. So I like to pack it on the apples of my cheeks, and then I'm going to take the Milani Luminoso blush and kind of sweep it upwards. Again, I do this to kind of give everything a nice blend. Then I'm just going to go back in with the brush, or the beauty sponge that had the product of my highlighter. So that is the face, like, kind of completed. My final step, and literally if you do nothing else and you want to have like a really like luminosity to the skin, go in with this product. I bought it and I'm obsessed. It is the Makeup Revolution Glow Revolution. They have two shades. One's like a little bit of a lighter gold that is almost like a white gold color that's like almost like it shifts a little bit, and I got mine in like this bronzy shade. And you'd think that it'd be too dark for my skin, but it's not. Also, you can just, I also love the packaging. Look at that. So it comes with that one and then this one. So great for traveling in that sense. And the reason that I'm doing this before the rest of my makeup is because I did it yesterday and then I had applied a matte lipstick and you could see it on the matte lipstick. So it comes with little balls that you can hear. So it smells nice, but it doesn't have a really strong scent. All of my skin, even parts that I didn't apply a, you know, bright product, especially my eyebrows. You can see it in my eyebrows. I don't know if you guys can see it in my eyebrows. I actually don't know how well it's showing up on camera, but in person, I have this like very luminous, like especially in my, like it's an all over kind of glow. It's in my hair. I'm gonna turn my camera flashlight on to see if you guys can see it this way. You can kind of see these little glitters everywhere. And I actually really like it. This is really nice if you're going out and you just want to spritz something everywhere. Like, it's really, really pretty. Also, I didn't set my eyebrows because it got in my eyebrows, and since I have darker eyebrows, it like kind of highlighted them. So I'm just going to go with a little bit of tinted brow gel to kind of tone down that effect. Ta-da! So that is like the glowy skin finished. I'm going to do something really simple on the eyes today. And I'm just going to go in with my pretty much, oh, I keep dunking my fingers in here. I probably shouldn't. But I'm going to go with the Jaclyn Hill palette. But before I do that, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to clean up my eyebrows just a little bit, because I didn't do that. So now that my eyebrows are kind of ready for, my eyelids are ready for product, I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm kind of going to stick to this range right here and just dust some of these colors in my crease. The whole purpose of this look is really the skin, so I'm just kind of dusting. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. Just kind of, by the way, I'm using another BH Cosmetics brush. I have actually two of these. This one is the BH Studio Pro in number 16. I love this brush for just dusting color in the crease. So easy. I'm going to go in with a slightly warmer tone. I think I'm going to go in with this one right here and just bring it down a little bit lower, because I want to give the eye some dimension. This look is really great if you're like on vacation and you kind of want to do something to the eyes, but not like a whole shebang. Then I'm going to go in with the shade Buns under the eyelid, or on the lower lash line. I think this shade is so perfect for the lower lash line because it's not too warm and it's not like, it literally goes with every look in my opinion. So you will see me throw this color on the bottom of my crease like so often, it's not even funny. And then one last color for like right beneath the crease. I'm going to go with this brown shade right here, that one, and just dust it on the outer part of my eye. Kind of deepen it. And then, because I want this look to be really bronzy, I think I'm going to go in, actually I think I'm going to go with this color right here. This is, I'm just going to flip this over. Oh my god, you guys, my nails just dug. Oh. Why me? Damn. That's intense. Look at this one. I love this color. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the shade SBN and just kind of pat it all over the eye with my finger. Holy smokes. I'm trying to press the product down that kind of came up, because I didn't put anything right on the base of my lid. It's still a little bit tacky. Well, because I have this color so like lifted up, I'm going to dip a little bit into that and press it with my finger. And then kind of put this on the outer part of my eye. just because now I'm trying to pack that color down. I mean, it looks nice. It's just not what I was gonna do. It really, really messed that up there. I swear, that palette is probably my most used and most beaten up palette. Like, I flip it over all the time, so it's messed up here, but I love it. And I love that, like, I can see myself using it and getting it messed up. Is that weird? Like, actually, I'm gonna go in with one more shade. I'm gonna go with this deep brown right here, just along the lash line. Instead of doing some sort of eyeliner or something, this just gives something to cover up the lashes that we are going to apply. It has such little fallout, like, I have a little bit, but because I've already done my face, it just kind of dusts right off. And then another secret little tip, this is the Inglot JLo pigment in the shade Blazing Rose. Oh my god, this is beautiful stuff right here, you guys. Look at that, like, it's gorgeous. So basically I'm just going to take the little bit that's on the lid and press it across my eyelid, like super messy. I'm focusing it mainly on this inner part of my eye, but I love the way that that, like, just leaves everything looking beautiful. And so before I do anything else and apply mascara or anything, I'm going to set my face first with the coconut 3-in-1 primer water from Wet n Wild. I'm mainly going in with this one because I feel like it has a really good staying power. Pretty sure this has glycerin in it. The ingredients aren't on this, actually. I'm pretty sure they were on the thing that I ripped off of it. But I'm doing that because I didn't put anything, like I didn't put a glitter glue down for this pigment right here. So I want to make sure that it stays. Next, I'm going to go in with my favorite Morphe setting spray. Kind of just set the rest of the face. So you can see that that Revolution spray that I applied left like a sheen on my lips. So that's kind of what I meant. So I'm going to do my lips right now. Normally I do my eyes, but and like you guys know, a look like this needs a nude gloss for me. Like, I'm a gloss girl. This is the Milani lip liner in All Natural. Then I'm going to go in with my tried and true Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. I don't really apply too much of that because I kind of want it to be like an all over color. And then let me tell you guys, Revolution really, they are on it. So they created their version of Fenty Gloss Bomb, obviously. Look at the packaging. Like, however, this one has a lot more pigment. Like, it leaves my lips kind of like this brown nude color. This one is a lot. They have two colors in it. I got the shade, it's a lip topper, but doesn't say what. Oh, an Exquisite. That's the shade I got, which is like the more champagne-y one. The other one had like a shift to it in color, and I don't really like that. And I'm gonna place this right on the center of my lips, and that like gives it a little bit of extra glitter in the center. And then, because I'm probably the most like extra person on the planet, I'm gonna go with the High Shine Gloss by Essence and just kind of put this all over. So this is actually supposed to be completely clear. When I got it, it was, but because I mixed it over lip glosses, it has changed into this, like, color. So then I'm going to go in with some mascara. I'm using the Colossal Big Shot by Maybelline. Also, a look like this really doesn't need lashes because it's like, it looks beautiful without it, and it really draws attention to the eyes regardless. This looks beautiful on brown eyes. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm not wearing contacts, or I'm not wearing my colored contacts anyway. So while my lashes are drying, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my inner corner. I want this to be like a super intense, beautiful, beautiful glow. I think I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Master Chrome. Ooh, that did it, yes. And I'm also going to highlight the brow bone. I want that to be really intense as well. I'm going to go in with the shade Glow right here from the BH Cosmetics highlighting palette. And when I have a shimmery shade like that, I really like to only place it like right on the top of the brow bone. Alright, so these lashes are ready to go on. I am going to be doing a video just about how I order my lashes and where I get them from. Also, let me know if you guys want a video on how to just apply false lashes. Hey guys, so this is the finished look. I really hope you enjoy it. I paired it with this yellow top and some gold hoops and stuff because I feel like literally this look makes me feel like summer is here, but it's not, which is slightly disappointing, but I love this look so much. I think it just makes me feel my absolute best, my J-Lo of J-Los. Like, it feels so good. But anyway, definitely check out this product if you want to feel this way. I think that I used it yesterday and I didn't do the whole like glowy theme, but it made me feel this way and it is so good and it's such a beautiful like way to do it. And I think that this is actually a dupe for maybe one of the MAC like strobe kind of sprays. So if you're balling on a budget and you don't want to buy MAC, this is your best friend. It's so good. Anyway, just like and subscribe below and I will see you guys in the next one.